Good morning. Today we'll discuss about composition of the Constituent Assembly, objectives, resolutions, drafting committee, Dr. Ambedkar's contribution to the Indian Constitution, implementation of the Constitution, and significance of January 26. This is the picture, the meeting before making Constitution. Composition of the Constituent Assembly. The Cabinet Mission Plan had ensured representation to only three categories: the general category, Muslims, and Sikh categories. The Congress leaders had ensured that other communities like Anglo-Indians, Indian Christians, scheduled castes, the members represented in the Constituent Assembly Anglo-Indian, Mr. Frank Anthony, and Mr. Indian Christians, Dr. S.C. Mukherjee and Joseph D'Souza. Muslim League. From the Muslim League, Jafar Imam and Muhammad Sadullah. From the Sikhs, Sardar Hukum Singh and Ujjal Singh. Jawaharlal Nehru is the first Prime Minister of India. Now we will discuss objective resolutions. Pandit Jawaharlal Nehru proposed the objectives resolution on December 13, 1946. The objectives resolution was passed by the Constituent Assembly on January 22, 1947. The objectives of the resolution are: first, free India will be nothing but a republic. Secondly, the ideals of social, political, and economic democracy would be guaranteed to all people. Thirdly, the republic would grant fundamental rights to citizens. Fourthly, the state would safeguard the rights of minorities and backward classes. Then drafting committee. After passing of the two independent states created India and Pakistan. Constituent Assembly was legalized to function and became a sovereign body. The Assembly became sovereign. To carry on its work, it appointed 8 committees. The drafting committee was set up on August 29, 1947. The chairman of drafting committee was Dr. B.R. Ambedkar and was entrusted with the task of drafting committee. drafting the constitution. Then Ambedkar's contribution to the Indian constitution. Dr. Bhimrao Ambedkar, popularly known as Baba Sahib, was one of the architects of the Constitution of India. He was an eminent jurist, economist, politician, and social reformer. The text of the Constitution prepared by Baba Sahib provided guarantees and protections for a wide range of civil liberties for individual citizens, including freedom of religion, the abolition of untouchability, social social rights for women, and a system of reservation of jobs in the government services for members of scheduled castes and scheduled tribes. In order to shape India into a sovereign democratic republic in which the liberty and dignity of the individual is ensured along with national integrity. Baba Sahib incorporated the principles in the Constitution of India. First, made the Indian Constitution workable, flexible, and strong enough to hold the country together both in peace and in. Second, provided a special safeguards to the minorities and certain classes who are socially and educationally backward. Protected the right to constitutional remedies to ensure that the fundamental rights of the individuals are not infringed by the center or the state government. Fourthly, single citizenship, single judiciary, and uniformity in fundamental laws to integrate Indian society. Therefore, he to maintain territorial integrity and administrative discipline. Fifthly, incorporated directive in social and economic democracy and welfare of the people of India. Then, readings. The draft was discussed by the Constituent Assembly clause by clause since November 4, 1948. Thereafter, the draft underwent the second reading, which was completed on October 17, 1949. It was followed by the third and the final reading, which were completed on November 26, 1949. Time taken. It took nearly 3 years for the Constituent Assembly to finally pass the Constitution. At the time of its Constitution consisted of 395 articles and 8 schedules. Presently, more than 400 articles and 18 schedules. Implementation. The Constitution was adopted and passed by the Constituent Assembly on November 26, 1949. The Constitution as a whole came into force with effect from January 26, 1950. C. Rajgopalachari became the Governor General. He replaced Mountbatten. The Constituent Assembly became the provisional parliament until the new general elections were held in 1951 to 1952. Dr. Rajendra Prasad was the president of the Constituent Assembly. As the president of the Indian Union, he was the first president of India, Free India. Then significance of January 26. At the Lahore session of the Congress held in December 1929, a resolution was passed which declared Purna Swaraj or complete independence to the objectives of the Congress. January 26, 1930 was fixed as the first Independence Day, which was to be so celebrated every year. Since then, the day was celebrated as on achieving independence. 1947 became the Independence Day. January 26 was designated as the Republic Day.